Welcome to the Business Renovator for another session. I wanted to start off with a good friend of mine's book, not the whole book, but it's Customer Delight. The soul that perpetually overflows with kindness and sympathy will always be cheerful. Park Godwin. So my friend, Brian Monahan, the author of this great book, says his take is, what kind of souls are you hiring for your company's front line? He recommends the kind and compassionate, aka the cheerful and delightful. Just think if you had optimistic, problem-oriented, problem-sensitive, solution-oriented people on your team that were cheerful and delightful to be around. What do you think would happen with your business? Today I wanted to talk about the inner game of selling. Just like golf, 95% of the success is the distance between your two ears. It's just a matter of inches. It's attitudinal. It's really about what we think about. So the inner game of selling. Most of the people that are watching this broadcast are in the sales profession of some sort, whether they're a leader or on commission sales or business owners and entrepreneurs. Everything starts first with a thought. Really, success is a mental aspect of life. It's everything we think about. The top salespeople are not necessarily born as salespeople, and everything about selling is learnable. Isn't that amazing? Not that amazing. I mean, we can learn a bunch of different skills. Today, I'm going to talk about the mindset and what about comfort zones and how do we break through that. In sharing this screen image here, this is a fascinating graphic that I think is really explains the process of thinking and how we actually make things happen for ourselves. So I'm just going to bring that into the screen. So one of the things that I was pointed out to me along my journey of everything is learnable is this cycle, the self-talk cycle. It first starts off with thoughts and ideas, and then goes to images, and then to emotions. And what ends up happening here is that the more thoughts we have, the more clear the thoughts are, the more vivid the images are, the more clear they are in our unconscious mind, subconscious mind, generates the emotions and the feelings, drive, and the energy. Then it creates additional thoughts. We improve upon the initial thoughts. And with the improvement of the initial thoughts, we move to our new pictures, new images that have been revitalized, refined, even more vivid than what we had initially started off with. And the more vividness that we have, the brighter they are, the clearer they are, the more emotions we'll have around them. And the emotions becomes the fuel to everything we're looking to make happen. So this all starts off with a thought, a goal, an objective, an aspiration. Then we get a picture of it, an image of it, and it goes round and round and round. So what we say to ourselves with emotion tends to be what we bring about. Now, be careful. This actually can happen both negatively and positively. So you want to make sure that you're thinking about the things you want to have show up in your life rather than the things you don't want to have happen. It's a way to break through your limiting beliefs. So imagine yourself at your future best. If you could write your own ideal story with a perfect outcome, I know perfection is almost it's not really possible, but for the point of this conversation, this exercise would be to write out your own ideal, future best, you, your business, your family, absolutely everything there, as if it's already done. As a result of that, you move towards what we think about most of the time. And the more emotions we have, the faster we'll get there. And you don't have to do this overnight. It's like somebody asks you, how do you eat an elephant? And the answer to that question is one bite at a time. So on an incremental basis, daily and weekly, if you were just to make small improvements to your thinking, the results would have a dramatic impact on you. You'd see your life moving towards the images that you prefer to have happen. So today, that's really all I wanted to talk about, is a 3D cycle about making change happen for yourself. Thoughts, images, emotions, self-talk. What you say to yourself, you bring about. Earl Nightingale in his work talked about the strangest secret. And the strangest secret is the same thing as what I'm expressing here. And that is, we become what we think about most of the time. Here's something to ponder. What determines your income? Well, what are you saying to yourself? What are you thinking about? What are you seeing? Are you seeing the depths? Are you seeing the future bright, serving other people, earning some commissions, solving people's problems, providing great solutions? Are you positively looking forward, or are you looking forward with trepidation? Fear and self-doubt are probably the greatest enemies to all human potential. If you have fear or self-doubt in yourself, go back to the self-talk cycle and change what you're thinking about. Think in 3D. That's the key. Think in 3D, just like this example I've got drawn up here for you. Thoughts, images, emotions. Thoughts, images, emotions. And remember that the emotions and the feelings are the fuel to the fire that generates the energy in the creative processes for you to solve the problems you're facing in your life. So we advance on our journey only when we face our goal, only when we are confident and believe we are going to win out. Orison Swett Marden, I don't know how many of you know of him, but he has a number of books, and he's done a number of things, and he's an late 1700, early 1800 century author, and the original first publisher of the Success magazine, which is still going today. I don't recall exactly the first issue's date of publication, but if you want to learn something new, read something old. On that note, I'm going to leave you with this. We advance on our journey only when we face our goal, only when we are confident and believe we are going to win out. Think about your goal, add fuel to the fire by getting emotionally attached to it with a desired outcome of what you really want to make happen, and make it happen today, tomorrow, and the rest of this year. Thanks for being here.